Good morning, guys. You might be wondering where I am. I'm definitely not at our campsite. I am at a rest stop along I-10 West, still in Florida, on our way to Alabama. So one thing when you're on the road is you always need to pay attention to the weather, which is what I did this morning. If you guys saw in my last video, leading up into the campground, it was like a clay mud road with a swamp on either side, and it was muddy coming into the campground already. At about 6 o'clock I woke up and it was raining, so I'm like, okay, I'll check the weather, see what it says, and they were calling for severe thunderstorms coming through Carabel area. So I got the boys up, got my parents up, said we need to get out of here now before these roads become flooded or too slippery and we're not able to travel on them. So that's what we did. We left early this morning before the rain hit, and we did go through the storm while we were driving, but at least we were on paved road. I did get some good clips of the lightning though on my dash cam. I'll put that right here. So for now, I actually pulled over to this rest stop and took an hour nap. The good thing about having all your stuff in the van with you is it's very easy to pull over and have a nap. So I did that so we're about halfway to our next state park in Mobile, Alabama. We're staying at Mare State Park. We're about halfway there, took a nap. Now I'm good to go for the next half, the rest of the 2 hours to the state park. Okay, let's get back on the road. What's up, guys? You might be thinking, geez, that doesn't look like a campground in Alabama, because it's not. We are on the side of the highway. My father blew his hub off of his fifth wheel completely off. We are waiting for a tow truck to come get him. And luckily we did find an RV repair shop in Milton, Florida that is willing to take him and try to fix the fifth wheel. But for right now, we're waiting for the tow truck, and then I don't know. Me and the boys might head into Alabama and go to the campground, and they might stay at a hotel in Milton. I'm not sure, but I'll let you guys know what happens. Okay, so update on what's going on the hub issue. We were only 5 minutes away from a rest area, so me and the boys and my mother came to the rest area to wait instead of being on the side of the highway, because I really did like having the van parked on the side of the highway with the kids in it. And my father is back at the trailer waiting for the tow truck. We were able to secure a place in Milton that said they could fix it. So now we're just waiting for the tow truck to show up. And then we'll see how long the repair is going to take. Okay guys, I'll give you an update on the very fun day we've had. As you can tell, I am not at a campground. I'm in a hotel. But first, an update on my parents' situation. So like I said earlier, my father was going down I-10 West, just outside of Crescent View, Florida, and his hub from his rear axle on his trailer decided to fly off the trailer. My father noticed as his tire was passing his truck down the highway. Luckily, he was able to maintain control of the trailer and he pulled over. So after that, we spent some time trying to figure out what to do with the trailer and where to go. So by the time I got there, they were speaking with the roadside assistance from Good Sam Club, but that didn't really do anything. She got a bunch of information and she tried to find people, but we were more successful finding people on our own. So what ended up happening is I called a RV repair shop to see if they could take my father. They said no, but they gave me a number to a guy that they thought could do it. And I called him up and he said, yes, bring it here. We can do something about it. And then when Good Sam wasn't able to find a tow truck to take the fifth wheel, we called this RV repair shop, and they were able to find somebody to tow the fifth wheel. So I have to give a shout out to Eddie English Co. out of Milton, Florida. They were amazing to deal with today, offering to take the fifth wheel in to fix it up. They said they're going to put a new axle on it tomorrow, and they're going to check the other hubs to make sure that they're good to travel, and finding and arranging the tow for the fifth wheel. They were a huge help today. So Eddie English Co. out of Milton, Florida, shout out to them. So by the time, I knew I wanted to get to Mobile today because we're heading up into Tennessee tomorrow. I didn't want to have a 7.5 hour drive from Milton, Florida, so we stuck with our plan to come into Mobile. We were going to stay at Mare State Park, but by the time we left, it was already late. My boys were enjoying the comforts of my parents' hotel room in Milton, so I decided, okay, we will get a hotel room in Mobile, and we are at the Drury Inn. Also, shout out to the Drury Inn Mobile, because I didn't know what I was going to feed the kids for supper, because most of my food was in my parents' trailer, and I really didn't have anything to make for them. But when we got here, apparently from like 5 to 7, Drury Inn has a free supper buffet. It was like such a pleasant surprise to come in, and the front desk clerk said, oh, we have food here, mashed potatoes, meatballs, salad, vegetables, chili, free pop. It was our soda, wherever you're from. It was a very pleasant surprise to not have to order out something and be able to eat at the hotel. And it's a nice, clean hotel. It's a nice room. Everybody was very pleasant here. So, yeah, I'm glad I made the choice to stay at the Drury Inn for the first time. So, Drury Inn, Mobile. So today has definitely been an interesting day. We started off by having to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to run from the storm before we got flooded and trapped in our campsite. And it ended off having to have the fifth wheel towed and all of us staying in a hotel. So it was definitely an interesting day. Tomorrow we continue our trek back home. We are staying at Neiman Shelby State Park in Tennessee. I wanted to stay in the Memphis area because I told Austin that I would bring him to the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid, or the Bass Pro Shop in the Pyramid. So that's where we're going tomorrow. I'm going to leave you guys here, super quick vlog, because really there was not much going on today that I could really show on video, except for us sitting around in a hotel room waiting for a tow truck to pick my father up from the highway to tow the fifth wheel. But anyways, everything worked out. Everything's getting fixed. We're just rolling with the punches here. So if you guys can like this video, if you could comment, leave a comment. Have you ever had anything like this happen to you guys before while you were on the road? And if you're liking the videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you know when we post. I post every Monday and Thursday, and we have more fun coming up. So I'll see you guys in the next video in Tennessee. Bye.